Yuna from Oz here. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're well. I've got quite a bit of this perforated sheeted packaging paper. I get it in parcels that I receive, of course, and I smooth it all out, and it's got perforations, so it's sort of accordion style. I have used it in a small journal before, but I actually want to make a slightly bigger journal with it. It is a bit flimsy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue 2 pages together with a glue stick, and then I might have to trim it a little. The paper itself is I think it's about 15 by 7.5 inches, but I want to actually include some scrapbooking papers to give it a bit more sturdiness. So what I thought I would do is I might stick the pages together, then I might trim it to 12 by 6, and that means scrapbooking paper is 12 by 12, and that means I can get 2 sheets of scrapbooking paper, or 2 pages of scrapbooking paper out of 1 sheet, and then there will be minimal wastage. Anyway, I've been meaning to make a bigger book out of these for a while. I've got quite a bit of it. Some of it is actually, this is a slightly thinner one. Some of it's actually a little bit thicker, but it's different size. Anyway, so I'm going to have a go and make a journal. I'll probably, once I've organised, glued the pages, let them dry and put the scrapbooking paper, I will just sew down the middle with the sewing machine. So I might, not sure how many signatures I'll end up doing. I tend to work out how many signatures I need on how thick I can get it through the sewing machine, only because I find that's a really simple way to do it. I have hand stitched things, but I think the sewing machine is just so quick and easy, so I use that. Anyway, I'm going to have a go and make a little journal. I won't decorate it at this stage. I was just going to see if I could make one and how it would turn out. Anyway, hopefully you'll come along and join with me, and we can do something with all this recycled paper I have. So, I've stuck my 2 pieces together back to back. I actually ended up doing 6 pieces. So they're still a little soft and flimsy, but they're a lot more substantial because they've been 2 sheets together. I've actually kept the little offcuts, so I cut them to 6 by 12 so I can fold them. I actually kept the offcuts because I thought that could make a nice little mini journal. And because I glued them all together, I thought I don't want to waste them. And then I cut some scrapbooking paper. This paper is from, it's a retired paper from an Australian paper crafting company called Kazaz. They still sell online. They sell stencils and chipboard and some papers, but I really like these papers. And I thought, being a little bit more organic and a bit rustic, they'd actually go well with the craft looking paper. So I thought if I did 1 scrapbooking paper and 2, 1 scrapbooking paper and then 2 craft papers. Just trying to, I suppose it doesn't really matter which way they go. So I've got, I think, think I like that one on the cover, or that one. It doesn't, 6 of one, half a dozen the other, because these papers are quite, they're quite organic. I would like to get the leafy bits up the right way though, so I think they look quite nice. And the idea of having the scrapbooking paper was to make it a little bit more substantial. So all I need to do is actually just mark it, and I'll clip it, and then I'll mark it, and then I will stitch down the middle. Anyway, I'll be back when I've done the stitching and we'll have a look at it. I've done the sewing down the centre. I did mark it with a pencil first, so I'll just fold it. So we'll just ease it in to shape. So that doesn't look too bad. I do have a little journal creep, so I'll just see if I can get it in here and sneak a bit off bit by bit. It's a bit thick. Thought I was pushing my luck with that. Well, it sort of works. It's become a bit of a hack job. I think I'm going to have to well, that worked, sort of. Yeah, let's just trying to get some of this excess page off. I actually don't mind my journals looking a little rustic, obviously, because I like handmade things to look handmade, so that's not too bad. Probably could neaten that up a little bit. Let's have a look. It's not too bad. Okay, made a mess. So the journal is about 6 by 6. And it's got a scrapbook, and then it's got 2 craft pages, and it's got a scrapbook, a couple of craft pages. I can have it either way. So it actually doesn't look too bad. Whether I actually, make a cover for it or not, I'm not sure yet. Just getting rid of a little bit of excess paper there. I don't particularly mind journal creep. It doesn't really stress me out too much. So that thickness was reasonable to get through, so that is the 6 pieces of craft paper and the 4 pieces of scrapbooking. So that was reasonably easy to get through the sewing machine. You could make a cover for that and do another signature, but that actually makes a half decent journal. Now, if you were going to use wet mediums, you would probably need to gesso or seal this, but this would be okay for some collage and probably paint. You may not get away with inks in it because it's a little bit porous, but if you wanted to do that, you could seal it with gesso, clear or coloured or whatever, or you could put, you could actually do your wet mediums on a piece of art paper and glue it in. Anyway, so there's a nifty quick journal. It's actually ended up with quite a few pages. That doesn't look too bad. I will try and fix that edge a bit because I did hack it off. But that's not a bad size, not a bad shape, so I'll have to try and do something with it. Anyway, give you an idea of what you can do with your recycled papers. I'll probably make a few more of these only because they are quick and easy to make, and I do want to use up this nice craft paper. I think it's just a bit too nice to waste it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that and given you some ideas, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.